Well, good morning everybody, and welcome back to Cooking with Dewey. Today, I'm going to prepare three of my favorite breakfasts. And I will not be editing this out because, as you can tell about the background, but this is in no particular order, but when I was in college and they got to know me real well, I used to have a bacon, egg, and cheese toast, which I just absolutely loved, and I tried my best all over the years after college to recreate the same thing, but I've not been able to recreate it exactly, even though I'm using the bread, buttered the bread, eggs and bacon, and yeah, I just can't get it. It just tasted better there for some reason. And they had some really good home cooked stuff. Next, I'll be making some biscuits and gravy. That was another thing I got at college. Oh, so good. Every morning I would get the bacon, egg, and cheese toast and the biscuits. Ah, those were the days. And then, what I like to do sometimes, which I haven't done in probably 10 years now, is go like McDonald's or Hardee's and get their bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits. I just love those things, but I can never find the right biscuits that fall apart ever. I don't know why. And yeah, that's pretty much it, except for this. As you guys know, they can buy donut dough. That's going to be in a future episode. And behind me, which you can't really see, which will be in future episodes, it's Mountain Dew Ice. Try it out. Mike's Hard Peach Lemonade. And Red's Blueberry Ale. So, yeah, while that's heating up, I'm gonna turn the small pot on, and might as well start with the skillet as well.
The big pot and little skillet on the counter are dirty.
This is what I have to deal with every single day. I'm not cutting this out. I've asked her to please stop this. She will not. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to take this jar of gravy and pour it into the pot.
Did you hear me? The big pot.
And even if I ignore her, she still does it. So
The big pot and little skillet on the counter is dirty.
So while that's warming up, I'm gonna let the skillet warm as well.
They're dirty. The big pot and little skillet on the counter is dirty. Everything on the counter and range is dirty.
So as this comes up to temp, I'm gonna put some butter in it, and because there's like no fat on the turkey bacon, and I'm just waiting for the oven to come up to temp, and I'll be back when I'm ready to do all that stuff. Alright guys, everything's come up to temp. So I'm gonna put some in here, lower the heat down a little. Put some butter, real butter, about 4 slices. Save that for later. Pardon me while I get a drink. Now I'm gonna open the can of biscuits. Let me just do something real quick. And it's still slightly too hot. And I'm gonna open the biscuits. Hopefully it will be a spectacular pop. There we go. Now, the oven is preheated at 350. And the biscuits are in there. They're gonna cook for 11 to 15 minutes. I'm gonna do 14. And while that's doing that, I'm going to do the bacon. Now again, this is turkey bacon and not regular pork bacon. Because, yeah. And I turned the gravy down even lower because it warmed up quite quickly. And for a little extra, I'm going to make a breakfast sandwich I've only had one other time. It's very fattening. I'll probably only eat a couple bites, but it's where you take a donut, cut it in half, and then you put bacon, egg, and cheese on it. Quite good, actually. So, let's see. That's going to get really... This is what I put up with, guys, every single day. I'm just supposed to be quiet and do what she says, and I can't do that anymore. Anyways, I'm gonna let the bacon brown. And right before, pardon me. Right before serving, I'm gonna toast the bacon, or toast the bread, and yeah, I'll come back and show how I do the eggs. So you know, the bacon is almost done, so I'm gonna put the toast in. Put that toast, and after the bacon's done, I'll be transferring to paper towel to soak off some of the butter, and then I'll cook the eggs in there. So I think the bacon, and this thing is not heat proof. I don't like it. I stuck my thumb there, that's why it's all distorted. And it kind of hurt. Yeah, I'm gonna say the bacon's done. So I'm gonna put it over here. And plus, the second downside of these tongs, while I turn down the heat here, is they pinch back here when you try to grab it. So, alright. Now for the eggs. And I crack my eggs flat with one hand. And of course figure I would lose an eggshell in there on camera. It's funny. I'm going to try for a second egg, since this is a small skillet. I don't know how old this skillet is, but it says it was made in Sydney, Australia. I'm thinking, wow, I made it a long journey. All I know, I think this came from Goodwill or something back in the 90s. Speaking of Australia, shout out to Vinny G. He's an awesome Aussie. And while I'm thinking about it, shout out to a band in New Zealand. I think his name's Ezekiel. It's a Bible name. Certain words I can't pronounce. But I'm gonna cook that till it's done. And the biscuits are almost ready. I'm gonna check on them. They're not quite there, so I'm gonna add about 5 minutes to it. And once the toast pops up, I'll butter it. Which time's getting away from me. So I better prepare. There it is. So, just going to butter it like normal. Make sure your butter is softened. I didn't think of doing that this morning. Or if you use margarine, it's easier to spread. there's one piece. I'm going from memory, and this would have been back in 2002. They put a piece of cheese, I think 2 or 3 bacon strips on it. And then the egg. See if I can flip one of these eggs. Surprisingly, for a cast iron skillet, the handle's not too hot. But I would not recommend grabbing it like that. So I'm going to do a couple minutes on this side, and then put it on the and I also got those Central Dairy, I think they came in pints, whole milk, 2 whole milks. That was good. I miss those days. I think all in all it cost me like $5 for breakfast, maybe a little bit more. Okay. There's the bacon, egg, and cheese toast. While that's still going, I have some time. I'll take a glazed donut here, which I wish these were kind of harder. They're very soft and sticky. Now I'm gonna try to slice it in half. Try to make sure your donuts are slightly stiffer, drier. And if you get it cut, I'm going to do the same thing. Grab a piece of cheese, a couple pieces of bacon, maybe 3, and then the egg. And slide it right on top. And then close it. Now I'm going to crack 2 more eggs for the biscuits. Just put that there. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off and check the biscuits. Biscuits are done. So turn the oven off and see if I can do this. Without burning myself. So unfortunately, these aren't the type of biscuits that I wanted. It's the flaky kind, which I still cannot find that kind of biscuit. I don't know why. Probably seen it in like diners and fast food places. But anyways, doing the same thing. Put some cheese down. And while I am waiting for the eggs to be done, so got the biscuits here, and I'm going to put some gravy on it. Stir it up. Actually turn it off. And there you go for the biscuits and gravy. Now I'll be back when the eggs are done. Alright guys, the eggs are done. So I'm going to take the egg and place it on the cheese so it can melt, and then put about 3 bacon pieces of turkey bacon on it, and then put the top on it. There's your bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. And now for the gild the lily, as it were. Put an egg on top of the biscuits and gravy. So I don't have this every day. This was just something I wanted to do, and I do miss it. So we have the donut, bacon, egg, and cheese. We have the toast, bacon, egg, and cheese toast from college. I miss those days. And the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, which again, I cannot find the right biscuit. I don't know why. If anybody can help me out what I should look for, but I always seem to get the flaky. I cannot seem to find an actual true biscuit unless I try to make it myself, or hopefully find someplace that has it, but it's usually expensive. And then we have bacon, egg, and cheese, or correction, the biscuits and gravy with egg on top to gild the lily. Well, I'm gonna share this with my mother, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry about the first part. That's what I go through every day. And I hope you guys try some of these recipes. It's quite simple, and it's usually much cheaper to make them yourself if you have the time. Or I've made a whole bunch of the biscuits, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuits up before, and just stuck them in the microwave when I don't have time to make them in the morning, and they come out really, really nice. I did that one time, what was it, about 2 years ago. Made a ton of those, stuck them up in the freezer. They did pretty good. Made them on my grill. Anyways, guys, I love you all. Thanks for watching. Signing off. And go Super Bowl, whoever wins.